Lincolnshire, Illinois. Stevenson High School, home of the Patriots.
Week 13, Loyola Academy, home. Semifinals, 8A IHSA football playoffs. Final four, looking to advance to the championship in the big dance tourney. Winners play on, losers turn it in. It's time to advance. When you go out there to play tonight, you got each other's back. It's 11 as one, it's 87 as a team.
Tradition defines Stevenson football. Bill McNamara is in his 24th year at SHS. In 2010, he became just the third head coach in school history. When his team takes the field today, it will be Stevenson's first semifinal appearance since 2002.
No junk, no home runs.
Defensive coordinator Josh Jorth in the Patriot defense will have the task of stopping a high-powered Rambler attack, one that's posted a point total of 107 in its last 3 playoff victories.
Tighten the wrench. When you're building something, when you're tightening that wrench, it's those last 2 little parts to tighten it up that makes that opportunity last for a lifetime.
It will be a grind for 4 quarters. They're not going to lay down and give it to you. Go take it. You are the masters of your fate. It is not Loyola who will determine the outcome of this game. It is you. You are the better football team. If you execute like it, we advance to the state championship.
We believe in 3 things: heart, focus, team. And that is what you need to think about play by play, series by series, quarter by quarter. Heart, focus, team. Say it with me. Heart, focus, team. 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 Let's go get this!
Jim Blaney along with Jack McInerney on a beautiful sunny day, but it's cold. It's about 24 degrees right now, and the wind is blowing out of the north, which is going to be a problem for the quarterbacks.
Senior Jack Penn is the signal caller for the aforementioned Rambler offense. But head coach John Holisek has a defense that's been equally impressive, coming off back-to-back shutouts.
The Ramblers are in their 5th straight semifinal appearance. 2 years ago, they beat Lombard North in this round, only to fall to Ivlo's Bolingbrook Raiders in the state championship game.
It was 20 years ago to the day when the Ramblers won their only state championship in school history. To have a chance at another title, they'll have to contain quarterback Willie Bourbon and a Patriot offense that's happy to have their playmaking wide receiver and safety Matt Morrissey back, who sat out the last 2 games with an injured hamstring.
Putting Cameron Green on one side and Matt Morrissey on the other gives Willie Bourbon a lot of weapons to work with, trying to get to the state finals for the first time in 11 years.
Good luck.
Stevenson won the toss. They deferred. They will kick off, but more importantly, they will have the wind at their back.
Nice kick. Nice kick.
Taken at the 14-yard line, Haley will take it up the sideline.
Yeah.
And he goes out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. Here comes the Loyola offense.
Play calling for the Ramblers was conservative on their opening drive.
Penn keeps it, goes nowhere. He's taken down, no gain on the play.
On 3rd down, needing 6, Penn handed to his senior running back, Julius Hawley.
They'll give to Holly. They'll try and run for the 1st down, and he will not get there. Big stop by Stevenson on defense, 3 and out, their first time on the field as defenders, and Loyola will have to kick it, and they'll have to kick it into the wind. Reedy waits, and that may have been blocked, and it looks like it was. It hits at about the Loyola 40, so a big play on special teams, and Stevenson's looking pretty in their opening series. Morrissey is wide left, Green is wide right. Bourbon rolls, he fires, and he got it into the hands of Green. That was a great catch.
That's an outstanding catch right there by a great athlete who's a super basketball player also.
It's 1st and 10 for Stevenson on the Loyola 32. Morrissey out to the right. Bourbon, here comes the rush. It's a screen. Gets it into the hands of Morrissey. On his feet, goes to the 30-yard line.
And it doesn't look as if that hamstring's bothering him too much, and that's good for Stevenson to see.
55 switch.
They're facing a 3rd down and 9 officially. Bourbon back to pass. He looks, he fires high and wide, incomplete.
With the wind at their backs, it was 4th down territory for the Patriots.
Here we go on 4th and 9. Bourbon, he checks it down. He got it to Morrissey. He will not get there. And Loyola, after a short punt, gave Stevenson the ball in the Loyola half of the field. The Loyola defense does not give up any points.
Good idea, Mo. How you feeling? You all right? Good.
Both teams hold serve on defense their first time out on the field, so now Here comes the Loyola offense working into the wind. First down and 10. Penn, a floater that's up for grabs, and it is intercepted along the sideline at the 42-yard line. Ryan Mass comes up with it, and it certainly looked like that throw by Jack Penn just got ballooned up into the air.
That's exactly what happened, Jimmy. He lets the ball go too soon, as you can see right here.
Could the Patriots offense capitalize on the turnover? The short answer, no. 2 plays later, they gave it right back.
Oakman goes in motion. Oakman on the option pass. He will fire it. He wants green, and that's going to be picked off. Ramblers come up with it at the 12-yard line. Brian Ziolkowski comes up with the interception, his 6th of the season, and now we have had 2 turnovers by either team, and now it's Loyola's turn.
You can see right there, he all but pulled the pin and threw it down the field.
Stevenson is winning the field position battle as Loyola this time is going to start on their own 17-yard line.
Today was certainly going to be difficult for the offenses to move the ball. That was easy to see.
Penn on 2nd and 13, and if that was hung on to by Koenig, he would have been into the end zone for the touchdown. He sat back, Penn showed his cards early, and Koenig comes roaring up and could not hang on to it. This is a huge down for the Ramblers. Penn takes a look. He has a little bit of time. Now time runs out, and he'll get sacked back at the line of scrimmage.
The Ramblers would be forced to punt.
Anytime they punt the football is going to be an adventure into the wind.
This is crucial so early in the ball game.
Bobby Reedy into kick. It's a late arriving snap. He actually got off a decent kick, gets a Loyola roll. The Patriots will be back starting on the Loyola 47-yard line. So we've really gone neutral in the field position battle.
You ready? Let's go.
Every snap for Stevenson so far today has been in the Loyola half of the field, and Morrissey could not hang on to that one.
Come on, Mo.
Bourbon, he looks left, it's a quarterback draw. He'll run, gets a block, and then here comes the Loyola defense, and that'll be a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Stevenson, 1 out of 2 on 3rd down. Bourbon straight back to pass. He fires, was looking for Morrissey.
After a Patriot 3 and out, Jack Penn and the Ramblers' offensive attack retook the field.
Penn, he'll screen it, got it on the inside, and that's going to be a 1st down. Neither team able to mount any kind of a sustained drive. A lot of that has to do with the brutal temperature and the high wind that Loyola is going into right now. Holly with a pulling guard in front of him, makes a cut, gets out to the 42-yard line, and he's going to be short of a 1st down by about 2 yards. If Loyola doesn't get this, they have to punt into the wind. They will give it on the draw, and it will be Holly, and he'll have the 1st down. Now that they're on the Stevenson side of the field, they're moving it up a little more quickly. Penn, that gets up in the wind again, but Joe Joyce makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at about the 47, so he got a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Penn gives to Holly, right side, and he looks like he will be close. Ball marker is short, and it is short. And that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. 4th down and about 6 inches. High snap. Holly carries it, he'll get it anyway. So it looked like it could have been disaster for Loyola, and that was a huge play that certainly could have turned out much differently.
And Jack Penn took full advantage.
Wide
Penn
open.
Fires it right on the money, and that's down to the 1-yard line. Fran O'Malley and the Ramblers with the first chance to strike and score in this game. And Holly walks into the end zone, and he lost the football. Was he in? Touchdown is the signal. Touchdown Ramblers as Holly goes in from 1 yard out.
A 13-play, 80-yard scoring drive gave the Ramblers the first lead of the game. But there was little offense to speak of the remainder of the half.
Stevenson 1 of 3 on 3rd down. Sorensen with Green out in front of him, but forget that. Falkenhayn is there. I believe he was down before the ball came out, and that is the case.
And that goes for either team.
And that's actually going to be a loss on the play, and that brings up 4th down.
McNamara's offense had another opportunity.
Bourbon on the keeper, up the middle, and he has some room. Bourbon runs, and he'll carry it out to the 37-yard line before he's brought down by Falkenhayn.
But they were unable to move the ball consistently.
Bourbon actually tackled for a little bit of a loss on the plate.
The Patriots managed just 81 yards of total offense in the opening half.
Loyola now will try and move quickly and get a second score. Penn trying to make something out of nothing again. That'll be a flag. This will come back. This is going to be an illegal use of the hands, and it's coming back. Penn will give to Holly. He has some room, goes across the 35-yard line. Clock will run. 2 seconds left, one, that's it. So John Hollisek decides, you know what? We've got a 7-0 lead. We have Stevenson getting the ball to start the second half. Let's not risk a mistake, and let's go into the locker room and try and warm up.
Both head coaches knew this contest was far from over.
Loyola's a great team. We're a great team. It's going to be a 4-quarter game. We're going to punch it out to the end.
And just how critical the start of the third quarter would be.
On three, Patriots. 1, 2, 3. Patriots. Let's go, baby. Take this game. They're kicking into the wind. Let's go, baby. Let's do it right now.
How big of a statement will it be defensively for you guys to stop them in this opening?
That's what we talked about. We sure want that to happen, but we'll see.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, Jim, back upstairs to you and Jack.
Stevenson will start out with the ball on their own 31-yard line to begin second half action.
Field position will make a big difference in this quarter.
Time for a drive. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. It's time to roll. Perfect. That's exactly how we want it.
Stevenson spreads it out to get going here in the second half, and what a great catch! Out to midfield, what a grab!
And that's why Matt Morrissey is going to Michigan State University right there. What a great catch, great coordination and concentration.
Considering the only score of the game has come with the wind, this is a huge quarter for Stevenson to get something on the board, and Bourbon goes up the middle. It will be 2nd down and 5, so Stevenson has it working nicely early here in the third quarter. Bourbon rolls. Here comes the rush. Gets rid of it, and there it is. Picked up at the 40-yard line, and then it comes out. It falls incomplete. Austin Lyons had his hands on it. He could not hang on.
I didn't see it either.
Lyons' drop kept the Patriots' drive alive.
QB draw.
3rd down and 5. It's a draw play. Run by Bourbon. He has room. He has a first down. He lost the football. His knee was down, I believe. So it's a first down for Stevenson at the Loyola 35-yard line. Winner plays next Saturday night for the 8A state title in DeKalb.
Go to Cam.
Bourbon back to pass, and he tries to get Green on the comeback route and got him at the 21-yard line.
There we go. Let's keep this thing rolling.
They are looking sharp on this opening drive of the third quarter.
On the 9th play of the drive, from the 20-yard line, Bourbon let it fly.
Bourbon back to throw, has time, he fires back of the end zone, he wants Green, and he has it for a touchdown. Stevenson an extra point away from tying it up at 7. What a catch by Green, nice throw by Bourbon.
It took Stevenson nearly 28 minutes of play to do so, but Bourbon's 20-yard strike to Green finally put the Patriots on the board.
Now all we need is an extra point here to tie the ball game up. That was an excellent drive by Stevenson.
Mike Gambino in to attempt the extra point. We are tied at 7, 8:06 remaining in the third quarter.
Way to go, Cammy. And a baby. Got the lid off. Now that we got the lid off, now let's get the floodgates opening for us.
Now Loyola will get the football, but they'll be working into the wind. Bickers takes a 2-step drop, pops it up. Haley will take it at his own 11-yard line. Haley trying to get outside, forget that.
Woo! Here we come.
What a fabulous play on special teams by the Patriots.
Stevenson had that nice drive, and now Loyola's got to reply and respond to this.
Loyola's lefty QB had an answer.
Penn back to throw. He fires. He has Joe Joyce open at the 32-yard line. A huge first down for the Ramblers. Loyola again picking up the pace.
But Stevenson's Joey Olker came up with a big play of his own.
O'Malley on a screen again on 3rd down. He lost the football, and Stevenson has it. And the ball recovered by Josh Junker.
That's right, boys. That's right.
So Stevenson gets the ball in Loyola territory.
The Ramblers' defense was up to the challenge.
Bourbon flushed out, and he'll just get rid of it along the sideline.
Oh, he got the flag.
And John Hollisek wants a flag for grounding the football, and it looks like he's going to get it.
The intentional grounding put Bourbon and the Patriots in a tough spot.
They've got to go a long way to get a first. They'll rush 4. Bourbon over the middle, and that was knocked down by Cherney. What a play.
Hot it. Hot. Hot.
Green with a low kick, pretty good kick. O'Malley takes it at his own 21-yard line. He lost the football. The Patriots are able to recover it.
Let's go now. Let's go, baby.
third Loyola turnover of the game, and boy, when Loyola looked like they had gotten themselves off the hook, Stevenson in business, and they're knocking on the door of that second score.
First and goal from the Loyola 4-yard line.
Bourbon keeps, and he fights for a couple of very tough yards down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal from the 2 coming up. Bourbon will carry it up the middle. He doesn't go very far. Third down and goal from the 2.
We want our special play. Empty right across 53 special.
It was third down, and the Patriots went to the air.
Bourbon fires back of the end zone, in and out of the hands of Cameron Green.
What do we want to do here?
It's fourth down and goal from the 2 for Stevenson.
I'm going to call timeout.
Stevenson was going for it,
Timeout.
and the message in the huddle was simple: get it in.
Hold on that ball. Get it in. Get in the end zone. Get it in.
This is going to get interesting here if Stevenson does not get in. They have a fullback in the game for the first time. Joseph does not get in. Loyola holds. The good news is they keep Stevenson out. The bad news is they are now on their own 1-yard line with the football going into the wind.
Stevenson's defense needed a stop of the run.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Penn will just sneak it out of there and try and get a yard or so. Holly maybe to the 4-yard line. Third down and 6 coming up. Penn on his own goal line. He'll take a look. He wants to throw. He has nobody open. Finally gets rid of it, and it's incomplete.
Block. Let's go. Block.
Stevenson has a huge advantage right now that Loyola will have to punt this ball into the wind without the benefit of a full-length long snap.
But who said they had to punt?
Reedy, he'll throw it, and it's complete, and the Ramblers are going to get a first down out of this. Austin Lyons.
To get the first, he did. Wow.
It takes some guts to make that call.
Just a great gutsy call. You know, say great because it worked. A lot of people would be saying something else if it hadn't worked.
End of 3 in this 8A semifinal game. We're tied at 7.
This is what we want. 1-score game, 1 quarter.
Penn looks, wants to find somebody open, does not, and the Stevenson defense ends up converging, and Loyola will have to punt. But the difference now, they punt with the wind. Low snap, Reedy barely got rid of it. Green back to receive, he'll grab it, makes the first man miss. He made Joe Joyce miss, and Green returns it up to the 47-yard line before he's finally brought down. Nice return, and now Stevenson will have to see if they can work their way down the field for a go-ahead touchdown.
You ready? Let's go.
Trip to the state championship game will be played for the next 12 minutes or maybe more. On the run, Bourbon, he busts through the middle. Hell of a first down into Loyola territory. Stevenson's best drive of the day going into the wind. Oakman sweep, he's got room and a first down and more, and he almost broke it. He fumbled the ball. They will rule him down at the 18-yard line, and the Ramblers a little bit in disbelief.
But they forced the Patriots into a decision on 4th and 7. Instead of attempting a field goal against the wind, Bourbon took a shot at the end zone.
Bourbon rolls right, he fires, and that ball is picked off at the goal line. The Ramblers finally get their pick. Mark Dowdle, his 6th interception of the year.
The Ramblers now had the ball on their own 11 and what seemed like the momentum. Oh, but how quickly things can change.
And it's picked off, and it's Oriati returning the ball, and just like that, when it looked like Loyola was a bit in the driver's seat, the Patriots in business and a chance to take the lead with 5:46 left.
Now Stevenson's in the driver's seat.
They have the ball on the Loyola 9-yard line. Oakman in motion. He gets the carry. He has blocking, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown! Woo! One! Let's go!
With 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining, Stevenson took the lead for the first time all game.
Gambino got it through. Stevenson leads 14-7. The last time Stevenson made it to the state title game was in 2002. So now Loyola, they have the wind at their back, but the clock now a bit of a factor.
This is going to help Loyola right here.
Vickers with a little roller because Stevenson just didn't want to kick it deep. Ramblers trying to get back to the championship game for the first time since 2011.
Needing crucial yards, they put the ball in the hands of their 205-pound running back, Julius Hawley.
First down Ramblers just shy of midfield. Loyola 3 of 12 on third down. Holly with the carry, and he uses those 205 pounds. First down, Ramblers.
Loyola's season was on the line, and the clock was ticking.
Third down and 6. Penn fakes the handoff, goes outside to Joyce, got a block, and he's forced out of bounds. They move the chains, 2:45 to go. From the 25-yard line, Garron will sweep it, going right. What a play by Morrissey.
Great play by Morrissey.
3rd and 7, it's 2-down territory.
Penn, he fires, and he has a completion to Biscaglia. That will be a first down at the Stevenson 14-yard line. 2:01 remaining.
Big first down for Loyola.
13th play of the drive with the season on the line. Penn looks right, nothing there. Scrambles
Got a man
out
wide
left.
open.
He has Joyce wide open. He finds him at the 5. Joyce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Loyola.
The Ramblers were now just an extra point away from tying the game.
How much do you trust your long snapper, your holder, and your kicker?
You got to trust them.
But Holisak trusted more in his offense.
It looks like the offense is going back onto the field for Loyola. This may very well be for a trip to the 8A championship game. Penn will roll left. He takes a look. He has nobody open. O'Malley at the back of the end zone. 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 Caught by Joe Joyce. That ball was intended for O'Malley coming back across the end zone, but Joe Joyce steps in and grabs it, and Loyola takes a 1-point lead. 1:03 left. Stevenson has one timeout left, and they have to go into the wind to try and get any kind of a score that would give them a victory and send them to DeKalb next Saturday night.
A nice return from Cameron Green would certainly help. The rest would be up to Willie Bourbon, and time was of the essence.
Incomplete on first down, very nearly picked off. Bourbon looks right. He fires. He has Morrissey, could not hang on. Bourbon, he wants Green. He makes the catch.
Are you measuring this? Okay.
4th down and about 2 feet for Stevenson to keep their season alive.
First down.
Caught by Green, and he hangs on. Stevenson still alive. They have a first down with 35 seconds left.
Touchdown. Come on, Cam.
Bourbon back to throw, fires, he lays it up, he wants Green, he fell down. If you're looking for a flag, there is not one on the field.
But before the Patriots could get off another play, there would be a flag.
Empty left, double 54.
And we get an unsportsmanlike call against Stevenson.
On who?
On Cameron Green.
That's going to back them up 15 yards.
I didn't say a word.
Now it's really going to be difficult.
To save their dream season, Stevenson needed a miracle. Instead,
Cal Falkenhayn will pick it off. He will take a knee, and that will do it for Loyola. The Ramblers are going back to the state championship game. All they have to do is take a knee.
Loyola 15, Stevenson 14.
Kudos to Stevenson. Coach McNamara has done a tremendous job in his 4 years here, and the team did a great job this year.
but it was Loyola laughing last.
A lot of pride in this group. A lot of pride. You hold your head up high. You laid it on the line today. Sometimes it doesn't bounce your way. Bring it up.
The Patriots fell short of achieving their ultimate goal, a state championship.
On three, Patriots. 1, 2, 3.
Patriots!
It's time to recognize the Stevenson Patriots.
But walked off knowing they left everything behind them on the field. The Ramblers' goal was still intact.
We didn't play our best. It's good to get away with it, right? Next week we can't play like this. We battled, we played as a team. I was going down. I was going down with the shit, right? That's why we call a game like that. You guys have courage. I believe in you. Believe in each other. One more to go. Now your chance got to stop saying state. It's win state. Let's go.
The Loyola Ramblers are on their way to the 8A championship game after a thrilling 15-14 victory over Stevenson.
I mean, it was awesome. It was so much fun. Best game I've ever played in my life.
Congratulations, see you in DeKalb.
Thank you very much. See you there.
Jack Penn and the Ramblers earned a trip to the state championship. But regardless of what happens next week in DeKalb,
One more. Great, got it.
they'll never forget the journey that got them there.